questions tab up in my stories, and normally I'll go over them in a live or something like that, but this one didn't need a whole live. I want to talk to you all about your newly blossoming spiritual connection and relationships. If your partner has an issue with what it is that you are doing, you are going to have some struggle with that particular relationship and with your spirituality. You should be able to explain to them your reasoning for why you do what you do, and love is supposed to come without judgment. Love is supposed to come with acceptance. That party, that person should be able to accept what it is that you are doing, as long as you're doing it from a place of love and light, from a place of understanding, and from a place of trying to be better, do better, get better, have better. Find yourself, find your ancestral line, find your spiritual gifts, and to help you along your journey and your walk in this life, on this plane. I implore you all to not give up so much of your independence, especially if the person is already showing signs of an issue with having altars and things of that nature in your residence. Your reasons for doing what you do should be easily explained, and that person's response to your explanation is going to tell you whether or not this is going to be productive. You shouldn't have to give up your spiritual connection, the way that you do things, in order to appease someone else. We've done that for far too long, with far too many people, to do that with someone that we call ourselves loving or wanting to be in a relationship with. So why do I need an altar? Because that is the way for me to venerate my ancestors. That is the way for me to connect and give honor to those who came before me. That is the way for me to have a place for me to remember where I came from, to show honor, to show respect, to show gratitude, and to connect with the living source in my system, my DNA, to help me maneuver through this world. Those are my reasons. Anything else that you would like to add to that, by all means, you add that. However, if you get pushback, or you get someone who is not understanding of those reasons, because that's clear and concise, that's not something that could and or should be argued. You all have, the religious people have no problem with putting all value into the white man's God, their Christ, and they don't know who that man actually was, if he actually existed. They go off of hearsay, and they go by stories that they've been told, or that they've heard, or the way that they've been programmed and conditioned. Whereas I know who great-grandma was. I know her. If it wasn't for her having babies, I wouldn't be here. So I shouldn't have to explain to you in full anything as to why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I choose to explain it to you because I love you. Just like because you love me, you should be accepting of it. If you choose to go forward with this particular move in this particular relationship, I'm going to suggest that you have some money that is stored and stashed for you to be able to move when you are ready. I'm not one that tells women to give up control of their lives by placing themselves into someone else's residence. I've learned the hard way at 17 years old that is not the best idea or the best move for a woman to make. When we move into something, we will do it together. That way we both have say. But when you move into someone else's space, if that person is the right person, you shouldn't feel like this is your space. It should feel like our space. That is my advice. Good luck, babies.